welcome to this full moon in Virgo yoga flow. So today is the full moon peaking. It peaked at 3:17 in the morning, and I stayed up and did some moon rituals, made some moon water, which I should have down here with me, but I don't right now. And pulled some tarot and did some yoga then too. So I'm going to use all of that fresh energy that I was able to harness and work with into this flow. So I hope that that is received by you watching this and doing this with me whenever you do it. So as I said, this is a full moon in Virgo flow. We are at, what is the date today? March 18th. It is March 18th, 2022. So the astrological new year is in 2 days now. First day of spring and first day of Aries season. So yeah, lots of releasing to do. I'm gonna get rid of the past year. Anything that needs to go, anything that's not going to serve us, to step into this fresh energy and the opportunity waiting for us in this new astrological year. So very excited for that. And I just want to say I have been doing yoga for a while, and just in the past couple of years started paying attention to the moon cycle and phases, and learning about astrology and things like that. And I would just love to make this a regular thing, to follow with the moon schedule and to get a flow out every time it peaks, either new or full. So hopefully this will be pretty routine for me. I really enjoy working with the moon. I have a Cancer moon in my natal chart, so I'm very connected to that moon feminine energy. My body is very connected to the fluctuations of how the moon cycle goes, so it's really helpful to me to stick with these flows. And I would be looking up on YouTube other people's new moon, full moon yoga flows for the past couple of years. So decided it's time for me to step into this myself and get some content out there on this, because it is something that I just have really enjoyed and I feel very, very connected to. So I have my incense lit. My intention for this flow, like I said, is to kind of just get this content put out there. It has helped me learn and grow on this spiritual journey so much since I have started doing this kind of stuff. So I hope to be able to provide that for other people out there, maybe looking to get more interested in connecting with the moon phases and deeper to themselves. So I'm going to start by pulling a tarot card just to get some idea of what energy we're working with, anything that I should try and harness in this flow. So I use the Wild Unknown deck. Very earthy energy to this deck. She uses animals and earth symbols rather than people, or, tarot decks are all a little different. So yeah, she harnesses that earth energy in here, which I'm very connected to, and Virgo is an earth sign, so great deck to be using for this right now. All right, what energy is this Virgo full moon holding for our yoga flow today? Collective energy. Just gonna pull one card. That's going to be that Father of Pentacles. So he popped up in my spread last night too as the thing that I need to release, the energy that I need to release. So I would like to just speak on that for a second before we get started. So why don't we make our way to our mat in just a comfortable seat. Feel your body grounded to your mat below you, lifting up out of that pelvis space, long spine, reaching up out of the top of the head. Feel that crown just elevated, expansive up to the sky, while feeling stable and grounded, rooted through the floor with that root. We can have our hands down on our legs, palms facing up, open to receiving. You can have your hands on your heart space, or one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly, feeling nice and supported and held by yourself today. And just start with some deep breaths in and out through the nose. And I'm going to give a little bit of an explanation of why I believe that this Father of Pentacles continues to pop up right now for this Virgo full moon flow. So I'm going to come up and show you the card so that you can take a look at it if you're watching this. If you'd rather stay with your eyes closed and just be in your own energy, perfectly fine too. You can just listen to the words, continue that breath, be in your own energy, and we will start the flow after this explanation. So this is our Father of Pentacles card. Hopefully he will flip around because I'm on the mirror here. But yes, so he has that rainbow energy coming up out of the crown. The pentacles right in kind of like the center of the card. Lines beaming out from that pentacle. Nice expansive energy there. So the Father, or the King in most tarot decks, he's the most like large and in charge, kind of like the most evolved of each suit. So he has lots of power in his individual suit, no matter which it is. So this being in the Pentacle suit is a very materialistic, earthy energy, once again, dealing with Virgo season. So he's very entrepreneurial. He likes to go after things. He likes to give that like business advice. Very fatherly energy also, to point out. He is kind of just like the ruler of that suit. So he knows what he's talking about in the Pentacles realm, in that earthy, materialistic, money, things, like just very concrete, earthy progress is what the Father is going to give you. So I think that that's a really great card for this flow and for this full moon. He was in, like I said, my spot of the thing that I need to release personally in my ritual last night. So to me, I believe that maybe I just need a mindset shift around my entrepreneurial endeavors right now. I've been very much in an overwhelmed space. I feel that I've been very much like getting caught up in all of the things that I have to do. And I feel that this card is here to remind me that I need to shift that mindset, that I need to see these endeavors from a different space in my brain. And this Virgo energy is going to be great for that. Getting organized, kind of file cabineting my brain to just know the path. I don't even need to know the path, but just kind of declutter all of that energy that's been building up these past couple of months and in the past year, really, so that we may have a clear way to move forward, even if we don't know what that path is. So yeah, kind of maybe if that brought up any thoughts for you, just bring that to the front of your brain as we're moving, and I will definitely give some cues on releasing, inviting, all of the things that, we'll do throughout the flow. So whatever that brought up for you, bring that to the front of your mind. And we're gonna begin breathing together. So hands on the legs, on your belly, or on your heart. We're gonna take 3 big breaths together, in and out through the nose. Just allowing yourself to sit into this space. We're going to get our arms involved a little bit. So on your next inhale, scoop those arms up over the head. Inhale deep into the belly. And we're going to exhale, palms touch. Bring those hands to prayer position. Down through that heart space. Exhale all the way out. Then go back around for another inhale. We'll take 3 breaths here. As you exhale, releasing any blocks, any obstacles that come up in your brain when you think of this new year and the goals that you have. Releasing anything that's a little too heavy that you may be carrying and holding on to from this past year. We're going to take another inhale up overhead. And on the exhale, we're going to peel one arm down to the floor. Taking a big side bend, keeping that opposite hip grounded to the mat. And then inhale, we're gonna open up that chest, look up to the sky. Breathe in that full moon energy. We're gonna exhale, round it forward, letting go of any tension in the shoulders and in the upper back. In the neck. We're going to slowly roll it up and take it to the other side. So inhale up through that center point. Take the other arm to the floor. And bend into that side body. Inhale, look up, stack those shoulders, harness that full moon energy. And exhale, round it out. We're going to take that one more time. One on each side. If you're a visual person, visualizing any blocks just falling away from you with every exhale. Allow them to melt into the floor, into the earth, to be taken away, to be broken down, to be decomposed into the new energy that this new year is about to bring us. So we're going to take one big inhale through the nose, exhale out the mouth. And whenever you are back to a stable place, we are going to slowly make our way up to the front of our mat. Coming up to standing, feet together. Big toes are touching. Feel those feet rooted through the mat. Lifting up through the chest, up out of the top of the head. Spine is nice and long. We have energy flowing freely through and around our bodies. The breath carrying that energy with it. Fully in and out. Creating the space to move any energy that may be stagnant. To remove any energy that cannot come with us on this new journey. And to welcome the fresh energy of this astrological new year. So we're going to start flowing for real on this next inhale. Taking the arms up overhead, fill the belly, and we're going to exhale into a forward fold. You can bend into those knees, just let the body hang heavy, release. You're going to inhale for a halfway lift, coming to a straight spine, send that crown forward, and exhale to release back down to the floor. Let all the air out. We're gonna set the hands down to the floor. You can bend into your knees as much as you need to. And we're going to send one foot back. Setting that back knee down nice and gently. We're going to lift the arms up. You can take it through the knee and then up overhead. Inhale, lift that chest, fill the belly. And circle those arms around. Exhale, set the hands back down again. Send the front leg to meet the back. We're going to come down all the way to our bellies. Exhale. Inhale to lift the chest for a baby cobra. Exhale, lower back down, and we're gonna press it back into a child's pose. Release through that lower back. Exhale all the air out of your belly. Then on your next inhale, looking up between the hands, coming up onto all fours, we're going to bring that same foot forward that we had forward. Inhale, back up through this low lunge. Exhale, set those hands down. Bring the back foot to meet the front. Exhaling into this forward fold. Gonna inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, release, forward fold. And inhale, root those feet to stand tall. And come back to our hands at prayer position. Spine is neutral. We're going to take that again on the other side. So inhaling again up through the center. Exhale, release. We're going to inhale for our halfway lift. Lengthen through that spine. Exhale, forward fold. Set those hands down and send the opposite foot back this time for our low lunge. Inhaling, coming up through the knee to lift the chest. Welcome that fresh energy into the body. Breathe it deep down into the belly. And then exhale, frame the foot. Send the front foot to meet the back. And we're lowering down to the belly again. Pressing the floor away for an inhale. Open up the chest, lengthen through the spine. Exhaling back down to press back into child's pose once again. On your next inhale, looking up between the hands, coming up onto all fours and sending that same foot forward. For another low lunge, inhaling up, overhead, and exhaling to step forward with that back foot. Through forward fold. Inhaling for a halfway lift. Exhale, release. And root those feet. We're inhaling to stand all the way up. And bringing the hands back to heart center. Just gonna keep it flowing. Changing it up a little bit. Inhale, up overhead. Exhale, release. Begin to follow your own breath pattern a little bit more. Gonna inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower down. Frame the foot. We're gonna send the opposite foot back again. Same thing, we're going through a low lunge. Lifting those arms straight up this time if that's accessible to you. You can always leave your hands on your knee for a little more stability. Inhale up, and this time we're going to exhale, and we're going to set the hand down on the inside of the foot so that we can inhale again and lift the same arm as leg up to the sky. Big twist. Inhale, open the chest, and then we're going to exhale, twist nice and deep into that, wringing out the body. Just allowing that energy to be fully removed from our very core. Now inhale one more time, open up that chest. You're gonna exhale, bring that arm down to frame the foot. Stepping front foot to meet the back. We're going to lower down almost to our bellies, and this time we're going to flip before we make it there. So not into a full chaturanga yet, but kind of making it there. And we're going to lower back down, exhale, and we're going to press it through child's pose. So hit that child's pose, exhale. Inhale, look up between the hands, tuck those toes. And we're gonna press the hips up into our downward dog. So nice and gentle. Knees can stay pretty bent. We wanna flatten through that back. Spine is nice and long. Send that tailbone up to the sky. Just take a few seconds here. Find some comfort in this position. We will come back through this a couple of times to get some more stretching in. And on your next inhale, looking in between your hands up at the front, we are going to exhale, walk those feet in towards our hands until we're in this forward fold position. We're gonna inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower down. And inhale, root to stand. And return to our starting position, hands at heart. We're going to repeat on the other side. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, through forward fold. Halfway lift. And exhale. Frame those feet. We're going to step the other foot back now. Coming through that low lunge. Straight up, lift the chest. Inhale, deep into the belly. And we're gonna exhale those arms down to frame the foot. Inhale, lifting same arm as leg, up to the sky. Open up that chest, fill the body with fresh energy. Exhale, twist a little deeper. Feel that release. Anything that's hiding deep down in there, just allow that to be cleared out with these twists. One more big inhale. Lengthen through the top of the head. Lengthen out of the hips. And we'll exhale. Frame the foot. Send front foot to meet the back. Inhale. And we're going to exhale. Lower almost all the way down. Hover. And then flip to open the chest up. Inhale. And we're going to exhale. Take it back to downward dog or child's pose first. So release. Forehead to the floor. Nice and long spine. And then looking up in between the hands, tuck the toes, press back into that downward dog. Exhale those heels down to the ground. Once again, just finding some comfort in this position. We'll take a couple breaths here. Just settle in. Knees can be bent. Back is nice and flat. Pressing the floor away with all 10 fingertips. All 10 toes are heavy to the floor. And on your next inhale, looking up in between the hands again. We're going to exhale, walk it forward, little baby steps into that forward fold. We're going to inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower back down. And inhale, root to stand. Exhaling back to center. Just going to keep adding on a little bit at a time to this basic flow. So really step into your own personal breath pattern at this point. The rhythm of your own body. As we make it through the basic flow. As we come through low lunge this time, we're still going to inhale up through that center spot, arms overhead. We're going to take the twist the same way. So exhale, set the hands down. Inhale to swing that arm up to the sky. Exhale, twist deeper. Inhale, invite energy. And then exhale that arm back down to the ground. On our next inhale, we are going to send the hips forward a bit. So lengthening through this front part of the hip, opening up, releasing tension. And we're gonna exhale to press it back into a hamstring stretch. So shifting the weight onto the back leg now and just trying to straighten into this hamstring back of the front leg. Once again, back stays flat, knee can be bent. Inhaling to lengthen, create space for new energy to flow. Exhaling to release any tension being held through the hips, down into the legs, up into this lower back even. And then we're gonna inhale, bring it back forward, open up the chest. And exhale, send front leg to meet the back. Gonna lower down, exhale, and flip for that inhale. And we're gonna try and press it back straight into downward dog this time. So tuck those toes from the beginning here. You can come up through a push-up position and send the hips back. You can roll through the spine to bring those hips up to the sky, whatever works for you. And we're gonna take some pedals in this downward dog this time. So just sending one knee straighter, one heel dropped at a time. Feeling through the backs of those legs, noticing the openness that you just created in the one and the tightness that you may feel in the other. Continuing that breath flow in and out, it never stops, constantly reaching its peak and then its lowest point. And on your next inhale, looking up between the hands, exhaling to walk those feet forward into that forward fold. Coming to stand, follow the flow of your breath. And we're going to repeat on the other side. So inhaling, arms up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, set those hands down, sending the opposite leg back again for a low lunge. Inhaling, arms up overhead. Opening up through that front side of the body, lifting up out of the hips. Exhale, set the hands down. Inhale, open up that chest, big twist. Reach up out of the top of the head. Inhale, and exhale, release. Going to send those hips forward on an inhale, and exhale, send the hips backward. Breathing deep as you feel through the back of this leg. Feel any pulls behind the knee, down into the calf. Feel through any of those tension spots. Inhale, create space. Exhale, release tension. We're going to inhale, send those hips forward again, lengthen through that back hip. And exhale. Send back foot to meet the front. Lowering down almost to the belly. Flip to inhale. open up the chest. And we're gonna exhale to take it back to downward dog. So this is what I would mean by a roll through rather than through that push-up. Exhale, release the heels to the mat. And then give them a couple of pedals back and forth, lengthening through the backs of the legs once again. Feeling deep into that Achilles, the calves, the backs of the knees, the hamstrings. Feeling a nice release in your neck, in your shoulders, through that upper back. Just allow yourself to feel supported here. Find comfort in this pose rather than struggling to stay in it. We're going to take one big inhale through the nose, exhale out of the mouth. Release any tension left in the body. On your next inhale, looking up to the front of the mat. Exhaling to walk the feet forward. Try to make your steps a little bigger now. We're going to inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen through the spine. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale, root the feet to stand tall. Fill the belly and reset. Hands to heart. Inhaling, arms overhead again. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to take it to a high lunge this time. So inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands frame the feet. We're stepping one foot back without setting the knee down this time. So create some strength through that back leg, send energy through that back heel. And we're going to walk the hands up onto this front knee, lifting the chest up. If it's available to you, lift those arms up overhead. Inhale deep into that belly. Feel length through this front side of the hip, down through the quad. Inhale. You're going to exhale and just send it forward. Release over top of that leg. Once again, if you need to hold on and stabilize either to the floor or your knee, feel free to do that. But send it forward if you can. Just release over top of that leg. You're going to inhale it back up. We're going to take 3 of these. So inhale, lift through that chest, open up. And exhale, release. Send it away. Send any blocks, any negative energy, anything that is too heavy to carry with you. Just let it fall away. You can even make these movements a little bit more aggressive. Inhale and exhale, throw it away. And we'll inhale, open up that chest one more time, just to frame the foot. We're gonna take it back to a high plank this time. So exhale, send that front foot to meet the back, and we're gonna inhale, lengthen into that high plank. Exhale, lowering down through chaturanga now. Chest doesn't touch the floor. Inhaling to open up through the front side of the body. Flip the feet. And we're going to send it straight back to downward dog. Exhale. We're going to inhale, look up in between the hands. We're going to bend into the knees, and we're going to try to take one big step up in between the hands. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. And inhale, root to stand. To do it on the other side. So make your way back to that high lunge. Follow the rhythm of your own breath. Stepping back into that high lunge, walking the hands up onto the knee at first, and then up overhead, lifting up out of those hips. Spine is long, lengthening through the front side of the body. Inhale deep, and exhale, release. Inhale to lengthen, invite new energy. And exhale, get rid of anything that's not serving us. One more, inhale up. And exhale, release. Coming through that inhale one more time to set the hands down. Send front foot to meet the back. Into that high plank. Exhale through chaturanga. And make your way back to downward facing dog. Take one big inhale through the nose. Exhale out of the mouth. And look up in between the hands. Inhale. We're going to take one big step forward with the other foot into that forward fold. Exhale, release. Making our way back to standing again. Just going to keep it moving. Making our way back through that high lunge again. Adding on. Follow your breath. Making our way to that lifted high lunge position. Arms up overhead. Inhale. And this time we're going to exhale and we're going to send the arms down and forward to open up again. Twisting in a high lunge now. So back knees lifted up off the ground. We are able to open that chest up even further while twisting even deeper into the body. So there's going to be absolutely nowhere for these blocks, this negative energy, doubts, fears to hide. We are clearing all of them out. So allow that exhale, twist deep, inhale, create that space for it to flow. Exhale, release. And we'll bring it back down, set the hands to frame the feet. Inhale, send the front foot to meet the back. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, flip to cobra. Upward dog is what it is now, actually. And then sending the hips back into downward facing dog. Big breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. One more of those, in through the nose, out through the mouth. Just letting that heaviness fall away from your body. On your next inhale, look up between the hands. One big step up between for a forward fold. Making our way back to standing. And moving on to the other side. Breath should be a little bit more fast-paced now. We have energy flowing all around us, warmth through our bodies, feeling the energy of this full moon now, for sure. So inhale that chest up, and exhale, frame the foot to lift up out of the same arm as leg. Nice big twist, wringing out that core. Nowhere for that negative energy to hide. Gonna exhale, bring that hand back down to frame the foot. Inhale, step it back, high plank, and exhale, lower down through chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog, and exhale, downward dog. Taking a few more of those breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Take 3 this time, so pedal the feet or find stillness. Whatever your body is just naturally doing right now, allow it to do it as you inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. And one more. On your next inhale, we're going to look forward in between the hands, raise up onto the toes, and we're going to just gently set those knees down. Nice and controlled, nice and gentle. You can untuck the toes if you're feeling it. And we're just going to give ourselves some time to slow that energy back down with some cat and cows. So inhale, drop the belly, open the chest, open up through the hips. Inhale all the fresh energy that we can now clearly see, we can clearly feel. Allow it to flow in and around us. And exhale, press that floor away. Just clearing out anything that might have been left, anything that's just still hanging around, that needs that extra little push away. And following your own breath, we'll take 5 of these back and forth. You can take kind of some free movement, move that energy however it feels like it needs to come through you. Envision pressing that heavy energy away. Allow it to fall out of your hands. Press it into the ground so it can organically be made into our newness. It can bring us fresh energy, creation in our lives. But first, we must let it go. We must allow it to fall away. Last one. On our next inhale, coming back to a neutral spine, nice and flat back, energy through the tailbone and through the top of the head. And on our next inhale, we are going to lift up out of one arm, open up that chest, twist from that core. And we're gonna exhale for thread the needle. So thread the top arm through the bottom, setting the shoulder down onto the mat, and then the side of the head, supporting ourselves with this top hand. And just allow yourself to release into this position. Should really not have much tension left in the body at this point. Just allowing anything, like I said, that's kind of hanging around, that just needs that extra little time to make its way out. Just allowing that to happen, feeling the release. Every exhale allows you to relax deeper into your body. And every inhale invites space to grow. Then we're going to press up out of this top hand, lifting back through that stacked shoulder lifted position. Inhale, exhale, return to neutral. Take one cat and cow. Inhale, drop that belly. Exhale, press it away. On your next inhale, swinging the other arm up to the sky, open up that chest, and send it through for the other side. So once again, just allowing the rest of this release to happen, watching the heaviness fall away from your body. Feel your muscles able to relax, to lengthen. Breathing deep into the belly here. The flow of the breath never stops as it reaches the top. It turns around to head toward the bottom. And once it's all the way at the bottom and there's no air left, it turns around to go back up to the top. There's never a pause of those inner winds. Spend as much time as you need to here. But if you're ready to come up out of it, pressing in to the top hand to inhale, opposite arm up to the sky, and return back to center. One more cat and cow. Inhale, receive that fresh energy. Exhale, sitting in to this freshly opened, lengthened, freed body that we just created for ourselves. So from here, I'm just gonna have us kind of like roll onto our backs. So whatever works for you to get there, just rolling nice and gently. You come to a seat first and lower down, or you can just roll straight to the back. We're gonna start with the feet flat on the ground here, hands on that lower belly. Feeling into that womb space. The womb space holds our creative energy, our creation energy. From this space, we are able to create, bring to life, birth, come up with ideas. This is where our fire sits. This is our creation energy. Allow your hands to feel your skin. Allow your belly to rise and fall with the flow of your breath. Every inhale fueling that fire, and every exhale allowing it to pour out of you and into the world. You hold all that you need to create anything that you desire right within you. You have access to this universal power, this oneness, God, universal energy, whatever you want to call it, your higher self. You have access to all of it at any moment that you choose. All that you have to do is get a little bit in touch with yourself. All that you have to do is know that it's there. Allow your thoughts to rest. Allow them to untangle themselves. Allow your body to just come back into alignment after months of worry, of stress. Anything that's coming up in your brain right now, look at it, acknowledge it, and allow it to pass with your next exhale. Allow it to fall wherever it needs to land. On your next exhale, I would like you to just release those feet out straight in front of you. Legs relax heavy to the mat. Just let them fall away. Feel length, space, and relaxation through those hips. Allow the feet to fall heavy into the mat, externally rotated, toes falling towards the floor. Feel your calves resting heavily against the mat below you. The backs of your thighs falling heavy. No tension left in the knees, in the ankles. There's no need to carry any heaviness, as all we need to do is carry ourselves on these legs. Allow them to lead us towards the things, the opportunities, the path that we are meant to follow in this lifetime. Relaxing through that pelvis area, feeling the root of our bodies just falling heavy into the floor, the heaviest part of us. Allow yourself to feel that heaviness in your body. And then feel the ground below you supporting you, holding you here, giving you this space. As long as you are stable, as long as you are grounded, you will be supported to reach your goals and to walk the path that is meant for you. Feeling that belly rise and fall underneath your hands. Every exhale allowing the spine to relax a little deeper into the floor. Every inhale continuing to welcome that fresh energy of this new astrological year. Feel the space that you've created in your body. Envision all that can flow in now. What would you like to see in this next year? What are some of your goals to achieve in 2022? Who is the person that you would like to become in these next couple of months? All of these things can easily flow into you. We welcome them with ease. Allowing those shoulders to fall into the mat, away from the ears. Heavy in the arms, heavy in the hands. Feel them resting against your belly once again. No tension through the fingertips, up into the wrists, elbows, shoulders, and chest. Just allow it to fall heavy into the mat. Final release of any tension left in the neck. You can shake your head no. And bring that head to stillness. allowing the weight of your head to be felt against the mat below you. Once again, feeling supported here. Feeling even that crown nice and stable, grounded, able to walk the path clearly and with purpose. As we take these next few breaths, just allow any energy that's hanging around to let you know what it's doing here, whether you need to continue releasing or if you're ready to welcome in the new astrological year. Welcoming in your goals, welcoming opportunities that are for you. Just give yourself the space to be with yourself for another couple of breaths. Of course, stay here for as long as you want, as long as you feel like you need today. But if you're ready to wake up a little bit, let's wiggle the toes and the fingers. Roll through the ankles and wrists. Send the arms up overhead, bringing the knees up, feet flat. Feeling through the body, just waking it up. We're gonna roll onto our sides into a fetal position. You flutter your eyes open here. We're just gonna press to sit right back where we started. I haven't done that in a while. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for the energy that was very clearly felt already. Grateful to be able to work with these moon cycles so closely, and to just be able to share this with the world. I really hope that this helped you clear some energy that needed cleared, that might have just been hanging around from this past year. It's been a really heavy past couple of years, and there's not much we can do about the state of the world other than to do this work, to release when we need to, and to get ourselves to a higher vibration in order to welcome some higher vibrational energy into the world. It's not fair for us to sit in the misery. It's not fair for us to sit in all of these low vibrational things that are happening around us. It does not do our world, our earth, our oneness, our universe. It doesn't do any of it any good to just sit in that heavy energy. So, of course, acknowledging it and allowing it to have its space here, but then allowing it to be released and step into some lighter and just more positive energy, more higher vibrational energy. I keep saying it, but I truly believe that that is the way that we are going to heal all of these wounds that Earth is going through right now with the war, climate change, of course. Just the state of a lot of countries in the world right now are not great. There's lots and lots of darkness, of heaviness. And the only way to truly combat those things and truly make a change here is to be the light, is to get yourself to a place where you are in a higher vibrational state, where you can bring that higher vibrational energy into the world. So you doing this work is so important. And I'm just so grateful to be able to create this space for us to do this together. So thank yourself for being here. Thank your body for getting you through that. Thank your mind for staying strong through any thoughts that might have been a little bit heavy that came up. Show yourself some love these next couple of days as we continue to release and step into the newness of this new year. We'll take one big inhale together. Scoop up all that fresh, juicy energy that we just allowed for ourselves and exhale it into the world. Namaste. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed this, I will be doing it every new moon, every full moon, and hopefully a little bit in between. So join me next, I think it's in 2 weeks, the new moon will be. You can like this video, subscribe to my channel. Yes, just thank you for being here. I don't like doing that advertising part, but it is important so that this can be shared further and wider, and we can have more higher vibrational energy spread across the globe, because that's what we need right now. So, namaste.